All right, so for those of you who do not know, I was at a tournament last weekend. Whoa, I know. Mars going to a tournament. It happens sometimes, believe it or not. It was all the way in Texas. It's called Comic Palooza. I went last year. I got 5th place. I went this year. Did I get 5th place last year? I don't know, but I got 5th place this year. Mr. Consistent, because I got myself some good wins, and that's what we're going to be watching today. It's me watching Zero Suit gameplay. You know why you're here. You know why you clicked the video. Let's just get into it. Couple things to know about this matchup. Very rough for Corrin. I say very rough, but it's just like normal rough for Corrin. Just a bad Corrin matchup. Zaire has much more range than literally anything that Corrin has. And Nair is just hard for her to deal with. So neutral is super hard to play. The only thing that like is kind of nice is that she's very light and dies early. Zero Suit, that is. You know, if you know me, you know the way I play. I don't really care about taking damage. It's more about squeezing as much value out of the stock as humanly possible. A couple things also to note about Corrin as a character, and not just, you know, the matchup specific stuff or anything like that. Corrin sucks when she's cornered. So a lot of my game plan will... Okay, great character, by the way. Hello, did you guys see that up smash just drop? It's like, did I deserve it? Let me see. I don't know. I don't know if I deserved it, because I don't even know if that should have hit in the first place, but whatever. I remember the last time I watched a Zero Suit VOD, I talked about this exact like scenario here. I was like, when you pop somebody up on the platform here, it's like, oh, what do? Do you try to go for a ladder? Well, no, you can't really get a ladder in this situation, so what do? You just put yourself here and you react to the roll. You either up air or back air here, because those things are reactable. The name of the game is to keep Corrin cornered as possible. Don't get hit by things that lead into a 52% combo, and don't get nair bared in the corner. Top 3 things. I know Shattuck as a player really likes mixing shields a lot and stuff. So I tend to turtle. I tend to turtle at least a lot early on in the game, so I can like try to condition him to grab me, and then we start playing off of that. Yeah, you saw that down air? I tried to do a little down air start up on that side thing there. If she's cornered, she can do that stupid forward smash though. I mean, if they're doing neutral get up forward smash and you get hit by it, I hope that's the only time you get hit by it, because you should not. Your pressure should involve dissuading them to do stupid shit. Corrin in the corner is a terrible character. The only thing that's nice is that like if they do get a combo starter, they're kind of like Fox in the way that they like having a lot of stage to work with. But like as far as like fighting their way out of the corner, because like a lot of what they do, let me see if I can like get like a better. Terrible down air, by the way. What the fuck was I thinking? The lineup was garbage. I just want to get like a screenshot of her in the corner. All right, so like think about what options Corrin has. I'm standing right here. Now think about a world where I don't budge at all and I just play the ground game. So what do you do as Corrin? Well, you know, the juiciest option that you have available to you is just short hop forward air, because that's probably going to net you the most, you know, value as a combo starter. But I know that, he knows I know that, so that's probably not what he's going to do. And he's also scared of me doing like a run up forward air, and then he's in a terrible position. So we are both in the, you know, little, is he going to overcommit and push me into the corner and try to take this stock at a humble 80%? And then me, I'm also just like, is he going to overextend with like some stupid dash tech, try to get cheeky with the roll in, or is he going to try and like full hop, which is like the most passive thing you can do. And, you know, if I don't move, he just does like a landing aerial that doesn't hit my shield. Also, if I try to forward air, which I mentioned before, he's in a good spot to punish it because he's now above me. And now if he wants, he can try to just get like a whiff punish back air, or he can just take stage control. Now I'm the one that's cornered. All of these things that I'm talking about is just like stuff that he has to respect from me. Now, I get to dictate the pace and how we play this corner situation out. I can do run up forward air, or I can just do a Zaire in place to keep him cornered, or a little fade back Zaire in case I'm worried about him like dropping down with a forward air. Regardless, he's in a bad spot and he is kind of forced to make a decision because he's in my burst range. So he should be afraid of me. See? And what we ended up doing was I played it a little safe. I took a step back and anticipated this forward air. I took a whole step back. Zaire to try to keep him cornered. He jumps over it. I react. Forward air him right back out. And then we're back in the same position. He took 7%. I took 0. Run it back, baby. Same thing. Me here. Him here. What do we do? I stay in place. I get a little greedy with an air, anticipating him to dash in. Keeping him a little bit cornered. You know, using my space as well as I possibly can. But he gets a nice little poke, and now he's out of the corner, and we're back in neutral. Can you deal with Shulks in a similar way? Yes. Did he just like do an unsafe aerial? Is that what that was? Oh, he just did get up attack. Yeah, most sword characters generally hate being cornered, and if they don't have a good rising aerial, think about Roy, think about Chrom, think about Lucina, kind of with the rising there. Like, if they don't have just like a good rising aerial to try and fight their way out, then they kind of suck in the corner. And Corrin is just one of those characters that doesn't really have any good rising aerials, so it's less options that I have to respect at any given moment. So yeah, he brought me to Hollow Bastion. I don't mind this stage at all. I could see why he would want to go here, but because yeah, actually, he's literally about to prove what I'm about to say. But he can use this middle platform to extend basically any combo. A lot of the times I take damage, it's from overmixing. I could just keep it super simple, but I like to push boundaries. I like to see just how far I'm allowed to, like, you know, overextend in neutral to the point, like what makes them panic kind of deal. And that's how I just play as a player in general. I play the long set, you know what I mean? I'm very good at opening people up. That's my strength. Where if you watch like Mato or something, he's a very good camper. So now that parry is important to me because now I'm going to start playing counter parry. At least I hope so. Very good danger sense from Shattuck. It's one of those things it's one of those terms I throw out there a lot, is danger sense. Not a lot of players have it, or at least have a good danger sense, you know? Like any top player, this is why this doesn't happen to top players ever. It's hard to scam stocks out of top players. This situation right here, both of us know he doesn't have a jump. So most bad players will be like, oh, I'm just going to fade down to my, you know, like ledge is the only thing I can do here. So I'm going to fade down to my drop zone and then up B. And if he kills me, well, there's nothing I could have done about it. But, you know, I'm the kind of guy that gets out there. And, you know, Shattuck is ready for it. I don't even know if he reacted to this down B with his own up B. But it was really good. If he didn't do this, he would have gotten spiked and lost his stock. But he was ready and he did his own up B. And he died immediately after, but that's not the point. You know, he had another chance and that's what's important. SDI? Any SDI enjoyers in the house? Look where this forward smash starts hitting me. Look at this. Look at this. I'm directly... Look, I am in the sword. Next frame. Next frame, I'm inside. Boom. Forward smash doesn't hit. Pre-SDI that. Get me out of there. This was a cheeky little forward air for me here. Probably ill-advised, but I wanted to do like something that was very unpredictable here. Because that's what a good player does. Like, I don't have a double jump. I don't even know if I have a down B. But, you know, a lot of players, what they will do is they will fade all the way around until they just have to upbeat a ledge here. But, you know, I just challenged. I just challenged because I didn't want to do something predictable. I mean, I think I died to up throw here. I don't know why I wasn't ready to get up thrown. I don't know what percent my brain thought I was at, but it was up throw percent, regardless if I thought so otherwise. Why we dashing out the corner, Shattuck? Why we dashing out the corner? All right, we always skip the games we lose, right? Right, chat? We always skip the games we lose. Now we go to town. Yeah. Corrin also really likes like ledge trapping people and two framing up Bs, things that Zerusu doesn't really have to worry about. So that's another reason why this matchup is generally considered to be bad. Unsafe, and this is why I picked town and city so that I could kill earlier off the sides. Actually, wait, yeah, I picked town and I know Corrin likes to kill earlier off the sides, but he should have a harder time killing me, you know? Big grabs! Down throw up air? Smash 4's real? Nair grab alert. That's how you know I'm ahead in mind games when I'm hitting that stuff. Also, yeah, I don't know why he gave that to me. That should just not be something you're giving up against Zerusu. She can always get there. If you think she can't reach you with a back air or a kill move, she probably can. The question is will I go for it? But this is around the time where I was like feeling like Shattuck was not playing very well. I mean, he was missing like some pretty easy parry punishes. He was just tilting, like hitting hitboxes in the wrong direction. Very clearly, just like rusty stuff. You know, I've been through all that stuff too. You know, good forward throw from your boy. Shield SDI, and then it stopped working, so I just got forward smash. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. So I thought that you would shield SDI into her. So what I was doing is I hit both my shield buttons and I was mashing the C stick to the right, hoping that I would cross up Corrin, or if I drop my shield, I could just start SDIing immediately after. So yeah, it turns out you're actually supposed to go out here, which is in this case to the left. You can't roll there. No, you will get caught. Far from me to question Shattuck, but his disadvantage seems kind of panicky when he's losing. That's kind of just happens sometimes. That's, you know, just what it is. Oh, I tried to aura farm here, don't I? Because I've been grabbing him a lot throughout this game. And I misspaced, dude. I had the roll and I misspaced. I think if I hit the whole boost kick, it would have killed. And then that's another back air that should have been a gimme. But I wasn't positioned for it. And then he kind of just gave me that for no reason. I don't know why he did that, like, pin into the back kick. That just seemed really random. I'm sure he's thinking kind of the same thing. That you just kind of, sometimes you just throw shit out and you kind of hope it hits. And it's not a great way to play. All right, now it's me versus Sonics. Number one thing I learned about this set is that, first of all, FD is a no-go and I'd rather go to Town and City. But we start small because I don't know, that's just how striking actually ended up working out. But this is the set that I kind of wanted to study. And it was more so towards the tail end of the set when I actually like really started to struggle. Because he started literally just going to spin dash in the corner, and I felt like I didn't really have much of an option to like do anything about it. I also had a lot of like really bad DI on spin dash, and it got me killed early, especially on the Town and City game that we ended up going to. I also didn't realize Sonics had a good mash like that. I gave up a lot of damage by over pummeling, which is not something that should happen at this level of play. How does Sonics decide when to go timeout versus just playing the game? Probably when he starts losing, he starts thinking about playing timeout. Yeah, dude, getting a lead is so important. That's why I think stock 1 is more important than any stock in this matchup. I've seen that combo before. I know that seemed kind of silly. Didn't know Sonic had an up throw kill throw at 184%. I guess that's on me, dude. Now, I know my game plan right now is to not get up aired to 70%. So I will make sure that if a combo does start, it's not by any platforms. So I really like small battlefield in this matchup. I was the one who didn't want to start PS2, by the way. Let it be known. I need to make it completely comfortably known. I don't even know why the game lagged there. I think I tried to F-tilt. I don't even know. Remember? Don't get up aired at 0. Under a platform. That's the lose con. Yeah, I hold shield and I just let him do whatever he wants there because I don't want to get grabbed. I don't want to get up thrown. Well, I say hold shield, don't want to get grabbed. Makes a lot of sense, huh? Hey, we're getting to up throw kill percent and he knows it. So now I don't really want to grab anymore because I want him to be scared of grab, and I know Sonics knows. So if I had to assume, I don't grab anymore throughout this game. So we're going to be playing the mobile game. He's going to be playing a lot more aerial based, which is I'm happy to do because I'm zero suit. So nice grab, dummy. Insane that he was able to react to that, by the way. Important game. So I think he takes me to town here. This is when I my DI and I get it on because I think I do pretty good game 1, but still. There you go. I wish this was on YouTube so I could go frame by frame, but this is like a huge issue in the matchup that I really don't like is that this happens a lot more than it should. But like this, okay, I'm on a different tab, I guess. But like right here, like this nair, I don't know why it misses. Oh, because that side B has intangibility. That's why. That is an annoying thing that can just happen if he just times his side B at the same time that I nair. Yeah, that's too much damage. And then I DI something very... Yeah, I DI'd the spin dash out at 56, and I immediately realized what I did was very stupid, and I just died. Like, that shouldn't be killing me, and I should not be this far behind. That was basically an SD at that point. Go next type of game? No, I have the clutch gene. I know that I can still win this game, and I'm still going to play like I can. Look, one more hit, he's at nair flip kick percent, and then boom, we're basically even. See how I go for it? Like I said, I'm more interested in like reviewing towards the end of the set when he actually starts like camping. That's a problem. Not supposed to be in there, by the way. Yeah. Still a competitive game, though. So he bans, I think, what? Smashville, Battlefield, and Small. Because he lost there. I take him to Hollow, because it's the easiest stage to track Sonic down on. This is kind of where the camping starts here. Like, once he's off this ledge. Like, this is like a scenario I should probably think about a lot. He jumps away and then spins back on. There's so much guessing going on. I am constantly having to guess where he's landing. And it's super annoying, because I don't really have great tools for it. If I guess wrong, I could get punished, depending on what he does instead. Lots of ifs. It's just annoying. Nerds in the chat, I need help, because I found this to be kind of annoying. So, am I getting less iframes because I'm recovering too fast? Because look, I just grabbed ledge and this spring already hit me, and then this happens. I'm pretty sure I tried like pressing an option pretty quickly, and the down tilt just hits me immediately. So how do I get more iframes on my grabs? Yeah, and percent as well. So should I be lingering out there for more? Okay. Yeah, because he's definitely abusing the shit out of that. The longer you are in the air, the more iframes you get. If I'm tethered and I'm just hanging there, do I get more iframes? Or do I have to like not be tethered? Like, can I just like dangle, basically, is what I'm asking. I assume that's like a weird niche piece of information to know. Press more B buttons. I think Bayo's do it, but it's kind of risky strategy. I got down B at least. Doesn't Zare give you less iframes? That sounds correct. I'll keep that in mind though, because he was definitely using that against me, and that's something I could be kind of abusing, and maybe even baiting to some degree. Yeah, see now this is the difficult part. Like, fade back nair is maybe the best thing I can do. So he's insta ripping all these spin dashes. He's doing it again. Dude, I wish we weren't skipping frames here. Yeah, see, I keep wanting to like challenge. Should I just be doing forward air instead? Should I think maybe a more consistent way to deal with him just doing spin dashes onto the stage from over here is maybe just forward air and fade it off stage at the same time. It's the safest thing I can do. I don't even know if the forward air will connect. I think I should have boost kicked or back aired there. Back air, I don't think it would have killed, but I went with what I assumed to be the safe option. You see, he's doing that again. So what do I do? Can I just like wait there and dash attack, or should I just? I'm wondering if when I'm ledge trapping him, I should like stand around like over here where my mouse is, just walk up and see what he does, walk back, and if I see he dropped from ledge, I go forward air, or if he jumps from ledge and then he starts fading back, I go forward air. And I just have to play a little bit more reactionary. Because I was anticipating reversals, like with like up airs and stuff the whole time. Also, that should have been a boost kick. Bad reaction. Yeah. I overextended there, which I didn't think was a terrible idea. Maybe I pissed away some of my iframes, but yeah, I just misspaced it. I just was like I was very close to his double jump. I just missed it. I should have jumped to the right, maybe. I think I could go for that again. I just have to be careful about avoiding spring. I have to be just a little bit more conscious vertically. Is it not easier to shield the spin dash and chase after him? I would rather keep Sonic cornered, because Sonic sucks when he's in the corner. And like that's how like most people beat Sonic, is just by keeping him cornered. Letting him get through me and like, you know, take stage control sucks, because then I'm back to the chase, and I'd rather just have him cornered. So if I get to have it my way, I keep him cornered. He does that a lot too, where he goes through my shield and then just turns around. What can I do? Can I literally just do a dash attack? It's just kind of annoying, because like, well, I'll explain my thought process here. But like when like this happens right here, I'm already committed to shielding it. In my head, I'm like, okay, he could do the jump and then homing attack, the jump and then spring. So I'm just holding shield for an extended period of time, when I could just drop shield and like boost kick here. Actually, I don't even have to drop shield. I just, that's such a tough reaction to hit. I wonder if I should just boost kick anyway, because if he homing attacks, I might just straight up beat it. And if it springs, all I do is eat spring damage. But he could also jump to the right of my shield if he jumps early. I don't know. There's too much guessing going on there. Can you short hop dare or up beyond reaction? Like, maybe? I don't know. Short hop dare, interesting. If I'm facing to the right, it would beat what he did there. If he jumped in front of my shield, like to the right of it, I would eat the spring, and I would definitely eat the homing attack. He would beat me to the punch there. But he does it like every time I'm cornered, so it's good to just throw out there, honestly. Dare is not a bad idea, or like boost kick if I can react to him crossing up. So it's probably just one of those two things. Does boost kick beat spring? It might beat spring, but I would rather get hit by it. That's kind of the problem. Because if spring hits me, then I won't be an up B end lag. Boost kick is too unreliable, surely. It's definitely the riskier option, but if I know what he's going to do, I might as well just rip it sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah, all of my problems so far are just spin dash and the corner related. But then like in the last games where he really starts cranking up the camp, I want to study that a little bit more too, or at least look into my options. Back air was just greedy there. I could have gotten an up air true punish, but I wanted to kill him. Big 12, big 12, big 12. Bad grab, bad grab, bad. Yeah, that was a panic. Air dodge. Low-key winnable game if I didn't give up that air dodge, but... Yeah, see, that's me getting timing mixed up there in the corner. Again, that's just like another forward air I could have done. I guess just forward air. It's so annoying doing VOD review and then being like, oh, just do this really simple option instead. Just forward air, dummy. All your problems will be solved. Just a bad nair again. Let me see. Because he runs back, spins, and then just reacts to me nairing. Dude, spin dash is so fast. That's me trying to hard read the spin dash he's been doing with that back air. Did you see that? I anticipated him just dropping back and doing spin dash, so I just... give it to me, please! And then... Alright, he crosses me up. So this is kind of the situation I'm talking about here. Like, I don't want him ever to get center stage again because it sucks. Then I'm in the tracking him bullshit roulette, and that's hard to do. Okay, at the end of scrambles, he plays a little fast. Like, he's just ripping spin dashes with no charge, or like minimal charge. I cannot believe he was ready for that to clank, by the way. I don't know if he was just going to input spin dash forward air regardless, and that's how he got short hop forward air out of the jab clank, but if that was a reaction, that was crazy. Yeah, see, at the end of scrambles, he just rips spin dashes. Just like enough to get like a decent amount of speed on it, and then he's just, and then boom, he's just there. Raw grab, by the way. Boost kick, yeah, you're just dead. Superbly greedy. I'm not sure why he did that. Yeah, and I should have just went back to town here and not let FD happen, because my bans are PS2, Kalos, and it's either town or FD, and I wanted to try FD, but I know I had lost on town, so I decided to try FD, see how it feels. Yeah, see, this is when it starts to get really annoying, when this stuff starts happening. I don't know what to do. Because if I try to do run up forward air, I feel like he's going to react and just rip the spin dash, and then that's like really bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, running full stage and dash tagging, probably not one of the best options for me to be doing, but here I am. Fade back nair, didn't work this time. Another part of what makes fighting Sonic so annoying. So right here, I'm in kind of an advantage here, right? Sonic's definitely wants to spin dash and get like a little reversal here. So he jumps off stage to buy himself extra time to charge the spin dash, and then he rips it, right? Mind you, he doesn't commit, but the idea is the same. So I think with the same exact situation, right? I'm cornering him, and like literally he's just landing. I'm starting to corner him. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's going to do the same exact thing. He's going to jump off the stage. And he's going to try and get extra time on the spin dash. So what am I going to do? Let's just do a little vibe check. We'll do a little dash back, maybe a side B or something, or a jump back and then a side B. But instead of jumping off, he just runs and hits me. So it's good mix from him, and it just keeps me guessing, and that's part of what makes fighting Sonic superbly annoying. Honestly, I think the platforms really help me juggle Sonic, and I should just let Town and City happen. Even if I die like kind of earlier, like, could, you know, pray I kill him earlier. I don't know. Yeah, I'm playing from behind really poorly. Like, I'm giving him free whiffs. Like, I'm just landing in front of spin dash and just taking 50 like it's my job. Always try to parry spin charge. That just seems like a bad idea. I think I just need to get a little bit more forward air happy. And like, it's more about what I should not be doing, which is just giving him landing aerials and all the time. Here it is. A player who actually understands Mega Man, fighting the best Mega Man player in the world. In a plus, probably 1, maybe 2. No, it's not a +2. I think it's just a +1, but it's not Monty versus Peanut, it's Mars versus Peanut. Don't get it twisted. Last time I played Peanut, we went game 5. This was post-COVID at some Florida tournament. I don't remember the name of it. I want to say it was CEO Dreamland or something. I don't really know. No, CEO. It was some CEO, I think. I don't know. Whatever. Not the point. I beat him. So I was a little worried about fighting him this time around because it had been so long. And, you know, he's obviously gotten a lot better since then. But I'm also excited because it's going to be a good set, right? I understand how Mega Man works. I understand what he wants to fish for a lot of the time. And I understand how his neutral works, how unsafe lemons are, and that Leaf Shield is not God, especially when you have the options to deal with it. So, that being said, I'm very comfortable versus Mega Man, which is, I think, something that maybe a single-digit amount of top players can realistically say. So, yeah. It helps that Zero Suit has a really good time in this matchup because another thing that Mega Man really has going for him is that he's very disruptive, especially with lemons. You do an input, you get shot by a lemon, boom, all of a sudden you're misinputting some smash tech you didn't actually want to input because you wanted to do like an instant back air or something, and it gets really annoying. But I'm really good at recognizing and not mashing my input. I don't mash my inputs. I've realized a lot of people nowadays mash their inputs, but if I want to do a forward air, I do 1 jump, 1 forward air. There's no extra inputs that happen. So when I get shot by a lemon, it's not a problem at all because I will just immediately react because I'm always thinking about re-inputting a move or having to adjust to do a grounded move instead, depending on where the lemon shot me. I know it's very like weird in particular, but like once you've played against Mega Man enough times, I used to practice against Mega Man often. Like I understand how it works. So lemons are just kind of whatever. They are not that big of a deal if you are just ready for them, and they are so little damage that it should not be a matchup decider. That's how I feel about lemons. And if you are frustrated against them, please, I advise you just get used to it because they're not that good. Now, what helps with Zero Suit specifically is that Zair can sometimes go through or over lemons and hit Mega Man, which is a very big problem for him. Now, he can do his lemons a little bit differently. He can do them rising. He can do them like a different like combo string to avoid it. But if he starts doing that, they get a little predictable. And it is something that happens throughout the set, and see if you can spot it. You see how when he's shooting his lemons, he's generally only shooting 1. He's doing a full hop out of it as to avoid me coming in with an aerial and just straight up stuffing it out. Yeah, I know that like the only thing I have to be scared of here is like up tilt, which he does end up finding it, but earlier he was like fishing for it, and I just turtled up because I don't care if Mega Man grabs me. I don't get edge guarded by Mega Man, and I don't get ledge trapped by Mega Man really. So sometimes just taking the grab in a situation you think they're fishing for the stock is just the thing to do. Yeah, see, someone who actually knows how to use items, by the way, just throw that shit right back at him. No, there's end lag on that, and you will know it. Fishing for a little bit of Zair here. It's pretty easy to poke Mega Man because he moves around a lot in neutral. So getting like a lucky Zair, you kind of want to just like always be fishing for that and like try to get like a tech chase of some kind. But I knew that second up air wasn't true, and air dodging was totally fine, and he was getting very forward air happy throughout the set, so, or throughout this game. I just faded right into it. That was kind of dumb of me. See, this is a string that Peanut does a lot, and this is something I think that a lot of people need to take note of. But once he hits you with like a bunch of consecutive lemons like this, and this isn't actually just limited to Peep, this is any good Mega Man player. A lot of people get frustrated and will try to full hop over Mega Man or try to roll through him because they're getting annoyed by hitting it by lemons. So they'll do, like, look, he'll do like, you know, this lemon combo, and then he tries to, you know, pepper in a couple more lemons, and then he's gonna up air exactly where the roll in would be. Because if you try to jump over it, look, see how I jumped? If I faded in, I would have eaten this up air and like maybe 10 to 15 damage depending on how much it hits. And maybe he gets a follow-up off of it, but regardless, it's damage that I don't want to take, and I don't have to take. So I jump. I don't even know if I started fading in, but I know not to give that to him because I play Mega Man. That's another thing that a lot of Mega Man players will like to do. It's like think about stealing a turn in a fighting game when they like, you know, end their block string early to like get even more block damage or whatever, chip damage or, you know, drive gauge damage if you're a Street Fighter player. But like right here, if they see somebody's on a platform, they will just try to like scam with up airs, and they will like try to set up a double up air and a shield poke or something like that. I skip all that and I just start swinging because I'm I'm not trying to give you free stuff, brother. I know the setups. I have played these games before. So I know at this point that, also if he got hit by that Metal Blade, I would boost kick the shit out of him. Metal Blade up tilt is something I have to start worrying about. I remember the last time I played Peeb, he hit me with that a lot. I just want to hit a Zero Poke so I can set him up in a tech scenario. That's literally all I want to do. And even if he doesn't tech, he still has to pick an option. You know, I'm scared of Metal Blade options here. Metal Blade up tilt especially. Back air up tilt, obviously. Good forward smash there. There you go. This guy's a scumbag. I heard him SDIing when I hit that down smash boost kick. Absolute scumbag, by the way. How come I stopped playing Mega Man Attorney? The hard matchups are very hard. And I play with tap jump, so it's even harder. But I think he goes right back to PS2. Oh no, he goes to Hollow Bastion. There's just no good stages in this matchup for Mega Man. You really just have to decide whether you want a small stage for a scrap, which is what I would assume Mega Man would want, or a big stage. But the problem, like a big stage for survivability. So you just kind of have to learn how to scrap in this matchup, because if we're playing the mid to long range game, I'm going to win. Because Zare is so much better than everything you have, and I can gap close so much better than you that distance between us is a lot more significant for you than it is for me, because I'm that much faster than you. That's cool. You have 95 different projectiles. That I'm just gonna jump over them. I don't care, you know. So my philosophy for counterpicking is that, you know, he probably should have gone to like either Smashville, Small, maybe Battlefield. It's a little scary, but if you like, you know, learn it, it could not be that bad. I have a hard time bladdering Mega Man, so it could be worth trying. Hollow Bastion, I probably banned Smashville if I had to guess, and like maybe Small. But like this is like the worst of all the worlds for you if you bring me to the stage, because I like that center platform a lot for comboing, and you camping under it is not a big deal for me. So, and the stage is like large enough for me to like take advantage. It's like it's Smashville if I could also camp you on it, and that's bad. I die for that, right? Yeah, that was a good reversal from him, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, the way he uses forward air sometimes is like as a zoning tool, like, oh, run into this, but you really shouldn't be doing that. And then he kind of just clipped himself. I think he just, whatever he wanted to do, he just timed poorly, and I just reacted with a back air. But now I have a full stock lead despite dying very early on my first stock. Is it possible to projectile cam ZSS? Yeah, there are characters who can do it, just Mega Man is not one of them. I also don't know why he started up smashing a lot. He did it a lot in the part of our last game too. I just think that's like way too much of a commitment when you could just be doing like just something else. I don't even know. Good DI on the Nair, by the way. If he DI'd in, he might have died. Was that from a Zare, by the way? Remember what I said before though? Like, I'm happy to play this nickel and dime long to mid range game, because if I just Zare you and you have to tech, that's a chance you get to die. Like, if you're gonna play the mid to long range game, you better be ready to DI every single Zare up, which requires a lot of focus on that specific counterplay and attention that you could be just learning how to scrap or parry with. That's one thing that Peanut didn't do a lot of, was parry, I feel. You walk around and shield a little bit more. I feel like it could have gone better for him. He just did a little bit more turtling as opposed to like zoning. Maybe do like a Diddy Kong kind of play style where you get Metal Blade in hand and then you just hold shield with it and see whatever happens. How's he already at 96? Genuinely, what happened? I looked away. What do I hit him with? Down air, forward air, catch and landing. Back there to the corner because I like a cornered Mega Man. Caught him mashing. He tried to scam a landing out of me. I don't know why. He just go to ledge, bro. Trying to get under me. Yeah, like that's just like that was like a half commitment from him over here. Like he knew I was gonna jump around a lot, but like he did this up air coming up, but he just didn't get close enough to do it. You know, he's just like, I feel like he's respecting too many options at once, kind of deal. Also, see what I do? I pick up the Metal Blade, I drop it on the platform. It's not very long, but it's out of play right now. And every time you drop Metal Blade, I think it has like a 50% chance to either despawn or not. Yeah, he starts trying to camp. I'm like, okay, I'm going to this platform now. Like, all right, mid-range, what are you gonna do? Did he put the cannon down? I don't think I should have been able to get a jab here. Okay, yeah, he only shot one. No, I'm scared of Metal Blade up tilts, but it's gone now. I don't even know if it's gonna kill at this percent, but I'm not trying to find out, you know what I mean? So long as I don't get scammed out of my stock. I don't think that would have killed. I don't think that up tilt that he just went for would have killed. And also, I thought that he would have landed on the platform, which is why I missed this punish, because I was gonna go for up air boost kick and it would have been over. Yes, yeah, catch on the Metal Blade. Good reactors. He really tried to catch me slipping with that back air. It's hella disrespectful. See, all right, see, this is one of those things that this is another Mega Man knowledge bit. This up air hits me, and every other player in the world is going to just completely commit to like fading to the left here as to avoid up air and back air at the same time. But I start fading back in because I know that it's the dumb option to do, because if he up aired again, that would have been really bad. Mind you, I had an air dodge. I'm pretty sure, right? I think I had an air dodge, so it would have been fine. But I pushed him a little bit further back by doing that. I remember that being an important moment to me because I knew I was supposed to be afraid of up air, and I know that he's a knower, so I decided to disrespect it and just not think about it or expect it. He could have up tilted there if he was a little bit faster on the reaction, but he just went with a safe punish here. Does he have a jump? I don't even remember. Is that why I went for this? I don't even know why I would go for this. Seems like a very risky option. No, he's got his jump. Boosh! That's like a pretty good thing to go for against Mega Man. If you know he's going to recover low, you can like just snipe his jump with the down B. I tried to do it earlier in the set and I lost for it, or lost the stock really early for it, but yeah, when it gets stressful, we do what we want out here. All right, and then after this set, I ended up having to play Lima. I lost 0-3, but every game was very, very close, like last hit type. There was one end of a game, I think it was this one that was really cool. Not this one, no, I got scammed here. This one was super lame. Nobody liked that. Oh yeah, right here, double tech. Where did my double jump go? Because I wanted to do a back air. That was a down B. I must have killed my double jump there because I teched. Oh, that's my double jump. I teched and then I tried to do a double jump back air, but I reacted to the nair hitting me and then hit a second tech. But I guess I don't know. I just tried to do a double jump back air and it probably would have killed. I don't know. I mean, it would have at least stage spiked, and I don't know if Lima would have been ready for a back air there. But I wasted my tech after my double jump after the first tech. That's what happened. I didn't have a down B either. I guess I should have just done like my first tech and then mashed up B to the left. I lost to Lima. Who cares? Nobody cares. Lima sucks. -10 matchup. That was my run at Comic Palooza. If you support me going to tournaments, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment telling me what tournaments to go to, or just that you like watching me play. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting my competing. I will see you next time. A little bonus part at the end of it. Sick back air should have killed. Hot tech. Boom. Check this out. Reactor up air. What's going to happen? Ooh, spacers. I said, when I beat him, I said, whoo! And then I immediately turned him and I said, you didn't deserve that. And I fist bumped him. And then that was it. We went our separate ways. And then he never talked to me for the rest of the tournament. That was really weird. I don't know why he didn't talk to me. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at the hot tech. Look at this hot tech. Boom. Unreactable up B. Hit that shit like no problem. And then it's his turn. And then it's his turn to hit the tech. No tech. No tech. Look at look at my face. Ah! Oh, who lets me out of the house? It can't be any of you. All right. There you go. That's the video. Go bye. 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 Bye.